Salvete omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man 10. In the last episode, we beat Sheep Man and got his weapon, and one thing I actually forgot to comment on last time is Mega Man's eyes in the middle, or at least his pupils, move depending on which stage you're on. This is something that was in Mega Man 3, and I don't think any other game in the series. Maybe 11 had it, I forget. But while we're here, let's also show off the shop. I think there might be at least one thing I can buy. And they're not consistent about which button counts as confirm. That's the problem with PC games sometimes. Welcome back, Mega Man. You can use the screws you've collected to purchase items from the shop. Since when are they called screws and not bolts? Yeah, see, they're not using the same keys that I had set for jump and shoot and all that. Why is that? Well, we can get the energy balancer anyway. Not that we need it too terribly much, since I don't use a lot of special weapon energy, but might as well. Good luck, Mega Man. Okay, stage select. So next up, let's do Commando Man. I'd originally actually been planning on doing him first because he has one of the harder stages in boss fights, and it would be nice to get him out of the way early. But I didn't really want to do that in the same episode as the intro. So we're doing him second. He has a desert stage, very reminiscent of Pharaoh Man, and these mines will explode into little antlion type enemies if blown up, which can be done by either your shots or these flying green enemies. There's one of the antlions who's not in a pit. Where are you? So I don't actually remember what the name of the composer who did this track is, but she composed the soundtrack for Mega Man 4. Minae Fujita or something, I think? So we actually have a path split there, and I'm going down. We have the standard shield enemies again, and we have Mets. Some life energy if you need it. So, notably, you haven't seen me slide or charge yet. That's because you can't do those things in Mega Man 10. Kind of a pain sometimes, especially when enemies are one tile above the ground. So, in this room we get to find out the main gimmick of the stage. It's not a terribly nice one, but we have these sandstorms. They obscure the screen completely, and they push you back, or in one case, forward. And we have these pit enemies. So a lot of the time it's best to wait in a safe place until the sandstorm goes away, or rather comes and then goes. Okay, no enemy there. I want that E-tank, and I think I need the sandstorm's help to get it. See, the biggest problem with the sandstorms is you can't see the platform you're on, so you can't necessarily see what'll when you're falling, you'll fall off it. Or if there are spikes next to you. Anyway, this is the one mine in the stage that actually leads to treasure instead of an enemy. So shoot that, get some bolts, shoot the... yeah. Second half of the stage, which is a good deal harder than the first half because we'll have 2 sandstorms to deal with instead of just the one. And we have the big stomper enemies. The height of their jumps is determined by whether you're on the ground when they jump. So a lot less random than the big eyes in Mega Man 1. So here, the sandstorm's pushing us back, but if we just hold right, we can stay against this wall. If we don't hold right, or anything else for that matter, we get pushed into the spikes. And let's face it, nobody wants that. So, another wall bonk. And I do want that one up, and I really, really don't want to get it when there's a sandstorm going on. And just to be safe, I think I'm going to stay here for now. It's very easy to slip up during the sandstorm segments. So let's just not take chances. Now here I'm going to have to hurry. Go ahead and get that. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Commando Man stage, just the sandstorm gimmick was an interesting idea in theory, but not terribly fun in practice. So those things always shoot 4 projectiles. Always at the same speeds, I assume. But this time the sandstorm goes forward, so we don't have to hold right. If there are spikes on the right, we have to hold left. Come on, sandstorm. You can actually speedrun this part if you're feeling daring, because the sandstorm pushing you forward gives you extra jump height and distance. Well, jump distance, maybe not so much height. And there's... oh, crap. And it wasn't even the sandstorm that got me. Maybe I actually should try the speedrun strategy. I just don't feel safe doing it. How many bolts am I up to? Oh, right. They have to have 2 pause buttons to be fancy. I have 82. So, why do we have 2-digit numbers for item counts when you can't have more than 9 of anything anyway? In fact, we have 2 digits for the energy balancer, which you can only ever have one of. Of course, you have to put the checkpoint before the 2 harder sandstorm parts. At least we have decent music to listen to, I suppose. Not that there's really any bad music in this game. So I can get all the way to the end before the next one comes. Not gonna chance it, you know? Also, I think the length of the sandstorm changes depending on which difficulty you're on, which doesn't actually seem like it would make it that much easier or harder, just more or less tedious. Like, if you're pressing right against a wall for 15 seconds as opposed to 10, that's not really any more difficult, just more annoying. Yeah, that actually was a lot quicker. So, this enemy did not choose a very good attack location, because it will never reach us as long as we don't jump. Bye-bye. Full health for Commando Man, good. And I think 2 extra lives, too. Commando N. I think that achievement is just for getting to the boss on normal difficulty. So Commando Man shoots bombs, and he jumps. If he does a high jump, he'll shake the ground when he lands. And he has a habit of jumping and shooting bombs in configurations where it's very, very difficult not to get hit by something. I mean, at least he has a pretty simple attack pattern. You can also shoot bombs from the ground, as you saw. Yeah, this is one of those bosses who's pretty much just a DPS race. But we got him. And we're following up the worst weapon in the game with one of the... maybe not the second worst, but not one of the better ones either. We still don't have any decent special weapons. Not that that's a problem. And speaking of special weapons, I completely forgot to show off the Thunderbolt. Go me. Well, next time, I suppose. So, Commando Bomb. It's our explosive weapon, and it's the weapon that can destroy breakable walls in this game. Not that we've seen any of those yet. You can turn it up to twice by pressing up or down after you shoot it. And I guess... whoops, I forgot to save. Oh well. Well, I'll see you next time.